Welcome to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, where we take a deep dive into the Star Wars universe, such as characters, creatures, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Kadojo.
Welcome back, Adepts Acolytes, to another episode of Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Kadojo.
Hello there.
And today, we are taking a little break from our High Republic talk and kind of dive into all the awesome info that we have for Star Wars Zero Company, because this game comes out in a month. Comes out at the end of August. I'd say almost 2 months as we're us recording this. Yeah, about 2 months, but still, it's getting close. Comes out August 27th, and we have a whole lot of info. All this info is coming directly from the Star Wars Zero Company newsfeed page, but there is a lot to talk about. And especially since both me and Dojo here have played XCOM games before, we know how the system is going to work because it's XCOM. So, as you might have heard Dojo in past episodes get mad about the percentage of XCOM. So, getting into Zero Company. So, the synopsis of Zero Company, so it is the twilight of the Clone Wars. The once unified Galactic Republic has fractured, plunging into the galaxy in all-out war with a newly formed Separatist alliance. This unrelenting conflict has claimed countless lives, unended entire worlds, and thrown the galaxy into disarray. For many, peace is out of reach. But did you know who the war beneath the war? A shadow conflict that truly determines the fate of the galaxy? Step into the role of Hawks, a former Galactic Republic officer, into the leader of Zero Company, an unconventional outfit of skilled operators for hire. Your team is anything but ordinary, from a hardened clone trooper to a Mandalorian warrior of the ancient clan Verminoth, a Jedi Padawan, an Umbaran sniper, and more. Each member brings their own edge to the fight. Together, they must track down and stop Kundry Fathom, the enigmatic leader of the Separatist aligned cult known as the Infinite Coil, before their actions push the galaxy beyond the brink. And then Star Wars Zero Company is a single-player, turn-based tactics game developed by Bit Reactor in collaboration with Lucasfilm, because obviously it has to have Lucasfilm on there to do Star Wars. But that is a synopsis of the game itself. Things are going to be really, really cool for this game. I'm pumped for it. I'm just more excited that it's in the Clone Wars, because we don't have many games that are set in the Clone Wars era. Actually, I don't think we really have any canonical games in the Clone Wars era.
Well, isn't there Star Wars Republic Heroes?
That's not canonical. Wait, no, it might be. Is it? That one might be. I don't know. That's a good question, actually.
Because it is a game made after Disney bought Star Wars, I believe. And it's like a 2-player game. It was a 360, PS3, Wii, PSP. Wow, and PlayStation 2.
No, it is not. It is not considered canon. It is considered
Really?
Legends, because it fell. Because it came out in 2009, which everything 14 and on was canon. So no, it is not canon. That is interesting, because it is set during the Clone Wars animation. But because it's his own original storyline rather than direct adaptations of specific episodes. That's why. They take their own part of stuff into it. Okay, it's whatever.
Yeah.
The game was meh, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Republic Heroes wasn't that great.
Yeah, it's scored like a 46 on Metacritic.
It wasn't that great. was a Star Wars game that you could use the lightsabers and use the Wii remote like a lightsaber, but that's literally all that was. That's the only reason I liked it. So yeah, it's whatever. So, moving on with Zero Company. So, with Zero Company, we do have a actual summary of Zero Company themselves, the characters that we get to see in the game. So there are two type of operators that you have in your company. Authored and custom. Authored operators join Zero Company naturally as the story unfolds, while custom operators are recruited directly by you and can be fully customized in appearance, clothing, voice, and name, and which we're about to learn more. So we have Hawks, which is the character that you are. You're the captain. Once a captain in the Grand Army of the Republic, Hawks now leads Zero Company. Clever, cool-headed, and decisive, Hawks works with operators from any and all backgrounds as long as they know how to get the job done. Now, Hawks looks like is a human. It's been... I don't know if they ever confirmed that Hawks, the person you play as, is customizable or not. He might not be.
Yeah. I thought there was at one point rumors that Hawks would be customizable, but I'm guessing not now because there is a line of dialogue in the trailer that says you still got it, old man, and it's referring to Hawks.
Correct.
So I don't see Hawks being customizable.
Yeah, I agree with that. So these are all, I believe, the authored. Yeah, these are all going to be the author ones, which are clearly the ones that you get through the story that you get. Now we have Trick. So Trick, formerly known as CT-3301, which is a consumer net soldier who loves games of chance. He has been with Hawks since both served in the Republic military. Now Trick, having a CT number, he is a clone. And he's pretty battered, the picture that we have with him.
Well, his armor is pretty battered.
Yeah, but he's also a Phase 1 trooper.
Yeah.
If you see his helmet, he's a Phase 1 trooper.
Yeah. So
Now,
I'm kind of wondering how he got out of the military, though.
Good question. I forget.
Because this is technically a mercenary group.
Correct. And Hawks left the military, I believe, due to... I forget how... I don't know. I forget. I think they said what he was. I think it was...
Probably intelligence officer of some kind.
No, he was a... what's the... leaving the military with a dishonorable action?
Dishonorable discharge?
Thank you. That. I think it was dishonorable discharge. I think. I could be wrong. Now we have Tel Ray Vokas, the Tognath Jedi Padawan. Tel Ray's boundless discipline and determination has led her, yes, her, to join Zero Company as she seeks to honor the legacy of her late Jedi Master. And she's a Tognath, which is, I believe, a new species. Is that a new species in the galaxy?
No. Rogue One, there was a Tognath with Saw Gerrera. He was his right hand man.
Their sentient species were native on the planet of Yar Togna. The Tognath have a striking look thanks to their insectoid and mammalian characteristics. They both have mammal and insect style of looks.
Yeah.
But let's see. They are... Where are they? Oh, here. This is what I was looking for. I want to see their first appearance was, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. And then they have been on other, like, comics and stuff as well.
Yeah.
That's cool. They're mentioned in Star Wars Outlaws. Seeing if there were anything else. They were in Star Wars Rebels. In the Name of Rebellion and Crossing the Line, Star Wars Rebels Animation 4. Which I believe was, that was one of the, like, prologue things they did for Rebels, because they did, like, the little YouTube shorts.
Did they?
Yeah, it did. So, now we have Klai Kovaro, which is the infamous Klai Kovaro, is one of the last surviving members of the ancient clan Verminoth. She joined Zero Company purely to further her implacable quest for revenge. And I'm assuming that's towards the Separatists, because the Mandalorians don't have a lot of fun memories with the Separatists at all.
No, I mean, they don't have a lot of fond memories with the Republic either, by the way. They don't get along with anyone. Not even each other, really.
Well, that's true. That's very true. Now we have Luco Bronk. So sharp-tongued sniper Luco Bronk defended his home of Umbara during the Republic invasion. Although he has no love for the Republic that defeated and occupied his planet, Luco is willing to set aside his differences to work with Zero Company.
Yeah, zero context clues as to why. Because that was a very nasty battle of Umbara.
Yeah.
It was like one of the deadliest conflicts, I think.
It was not fun. The Umbara conflict was not good at all.
I think it was one of the deadliest conflicts in the war.
One of them, yeah. Is that the one with Pronkel?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
When he sets Obi-Wan's troops and Anakin troops against each other.
Yeah, that. Oof. Yeah, not good. Now we have Jay Mordant. So born in the ruthless noble house Mordant of Suturin, Jay went off-world to build her own mining citadel on Luntana, ruling as its Ore Baroness until Fathom and the Infinite Coil took the planet for the Separatists. Sophisticated, witty, and relentlessly self-possessed, Jay was instrumental in convincing the Republic to hire Zero Company, and she will not rest until Luntana is hers again. So she's a politician. So you do have a politician on the team.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess she could be like the representative or the voice of the company, I guess, for political reasons.
Right.
But what I'm getting from all this, though, is that almost everyone except for Hawks has a grudge against the Infinite Coil.
Yes.
In some way or another.
Well, and Trick. Trick just follows Hawks.
Oh, yeah.
He just follows Hawks. And then we have Cab Undercut. So Nabi Cab Undercut is a veteran crook and former prize fighter and who now works for Zero Company. Their burly Felshi is known for his cybernetic arm, his namesake knockout punch, and the distinctive rhythmy dialect. Cab is the original species specifically created for Star Wars Zero Company. So this is a whole new species specifically for this game. So we get a whole new species of in the Star Wars universe for the game, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, they are kind of... They don't have a lot of new species that they come out with. The galaxy is a very big place, but yet we're repetitively seeing the same species over and over again. Twi'lek, human, Zakbar, human again, human again, human again.
Yeah, there's a lot of human. Specifically characters we play as, a lot of humans. So now moving into the battlefield basics, so commanding the Zero Company. So ready up, your first Zero Company boot camp lesson starts now. So in tactical missions, you'll command your squad in intense turn-based combat, ground combat specifically. From an isometric camera perspective, combat unfolds in turns. Your entire squad acts first, followed by the enemy. Each squad member has 3 action points, AP, to spend every turn. And to use them, you move your character between locations on the battlefield. The action point cost to move increases depending on the distance traveled. Attack an enemy. What?
I almost kind of prefer when movement points and action points are separate.
We're separate? Yeah, that's fair. But again, I don't know how big these maps are. So compared to XCOM, because XCOM maps were pretty big.
Yeah, large.
So Yeah, they were large. So having a movement and your actions separate made sense in that game. With this game, I don't know how big the maps are. So
My question is it going to be like Boulder Gates 3, where you have a large map and you can move around, and then when you get into it to a battle, then it becomes sort of like a smaller battleground, as it were.
possibly? Again, we don't know for sure, like all of it yet. So the next to use is attack an enemy within range and line of sight using your weapon. The AP cost varies in weapon types, and some consume all your available AP. Your chance to hit is displayed next to the target and dependent on several factors such as range and cover. Additional details about the attack can be found in the shot breakdown panel.
It should probably be later.
Which, let me see here. Oh.
No, I think it's like in-game shot breakdown.
Yeah, it's in game, not like on the page.
Yeah.
So you also can use Overwatch, so an action that lets operator fire at any enemy during their turn. Overwatch is placed as an adjustable cone that triggers when the enemy moves through it and takes an action in the targeted area. Enemies hit by Overwatch while moving may have their movement interrupted. The Overwatching operator can fire at a number of enemies based on the amount of AP invested. Your chance to hit varies based on the length of Overwatch cone that you place down. Using Overwatch immediately ends the operator's turn, making it ideal for a final action.
Now, this is funny. The picture they're showing for this has like 8 B1 battle droids, 2 commandos, and 1 super battle droid.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot
It's
in
like,
this
can't you
photo.
use one of your action points, to take down one of the B1 battle droids?
Right.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And then to use an utility item, medkits, concussion grenades, and more can be helpful in a pinch. Clearing groups of enemies or giving your squad an upper hand, utilities typically cost 1 AP to use.
No, I will not use my utility. I'm going to hoard them. You never know when I'm going to need it, so I'm going to hoard them.
Fair. Or you can activate an ability. These abilities can increase their operator's combat stats, expose an enemy, execute a powerful melee attack, and that sends foes flying, and much more, aka the Force, people. So, yeah. As you can see, there's quite a lot to each operator that can do 3 APs each turn. The actions can be taken in any order. One tried and true strategy is to attack an enemy using the blaster, move to a better cover position, and set up Overwatch to stop the enemy from fully advancing on your position the next turn. Some actions, such as calling for backup, cost no AP. Each turn, call for backup allows one random operator to select a teammate to assist with their next attack, usually by contributing their own firepower to help out to cut down an enemy. Use this action to help overcome especially hardy foes.
See, I like to shoot the enemy that's closest to me to prevent them from coming closer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Snipers are great.
Yeah, and I can't remember in the trailer, but on here, it doesn't look like they're using a square-based system for movement.
No, it's
Could
not a
be
square-based.
wrong.
It's not a square-based system. Because I don't think XCOM wasn't square-based, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Yeah, well, XCOM 1 was.
Okay,
I
XCOM
can't
2,
remember what
2 was not. 2 was like free kind of. It was very similar to what Baldur's Gate did.
Yeah.
So moving on to additional abilities for your advantage. So as Zero Company lands hits on the enemy, you'll build up advantage. These resources can be spent to activate some of the game's most powerful abilities during combat. Examples include granting an additional AP to an ally for 1 turn, calling in a devastating rocket strike, temporarily increasing chance to hit for your entire squad, and taunting nearby enemies to attack a single operative. You can have a maximum of 10 advantage at a time. Well,
okay,
cool.
buddy. Okay, guys, we're gonna stack all the advantages on one guy and hope it works for that one big enemy.
And then advantage does not cost AP to use, so it can be an excellent way to get your team out of a tight situation after all AP has been spent, or inversely, it can be set up a calculated turn of destruction for your squad.
Yeah, and the picture they're showing here, they got the Jedi in the middle of a small little platform and
Yeah.
droids on the edge, and it looks like she's right about to force push or shove all the droids off the
A
platform.
force repulse, where
Yeah,
it's like
something
it
like
shoots
that.
all of them are out. Because we see this in the newest gameplay trailer that they dropped.
And they go flying.
Oh yeah, they're droids too, so I think they all died. They're B1 battle droids, I should say. Ducking.
There's a B2.
Was
There's
there
a
a
B2
B2?
in there. Yeah,
Oh, there
on the
is.
left-hand
There is a
side.
B2. Yeah, you're right. Duck and take cover. So cover takes a key role ensuring your operators don't end up full of blaster bolts on their first tactical mission. Units in partial cover are more difficult to hit and even harder to hit when in full cover. Don't like your odds hit an enemy with an attack. Consider flanking them or attacking it from a higher ground to increase your chance to hit. Some forms of cover can be destroyed by incoming attacks, so don't hunker down in one location for too long, or you'll find yourself completely exposed.
Yeah, higher flanking, higher places to hit.
Yeah,
Stoners. Anyway,
have the high
but
ground.
it's over. It's over. B2 battle droid. I have the high ground.
Hey,
But no,
I have a sniper up on the high ground. They're dead. My sniper's gonna take them down.
this destroyable cover, I think, is a good idea. It prevents
Mhm.
prevents them from staying in one spot. You got
Oh yeah. I
shoot
mean,
and move. Shoot and move.
XCOM 2 had destructible environments to where like even some cover can be destroyed.
I played XCOM 1. I never played XCOM 2.
You never played 2? I am shocked you haven't played 2. 2 was so much better.
XCOM 1 pissed me off so much.
2 is so much better. You still had the problem. It was like it's a 95% chance to hit, still misses. Still had that problem in 2, but 2 is a lot more fun than 1 in my opinion. So 3 injuries and you're out. So when an operator loses their health, the operator is down and suffers an injury. Down operators can't take actions but can be rallied by an ally, getting them back up in action. Injuries negatively impact combat stats and must be managed carefully. Accumulating 3 injury results in a permanent death on standard difficulty. No member of Zero Company is safe from destruction. AKA, even your authored characters can die.
Yeah.
That's why you save constantly.
Characters. Yeah. Cheat save.
Yeah, Scave Scum is what it's called.
Yeah.
But I did that way too much in XCOM.
Yeah, in the trailer, they show a little podium with a hologram of an operator, and apparently this operator died. And behind that hologram, there were plaques commemorating all the people who died in Zero Company. Yep. I think there was at least 15 on there.
Yeah, and it was all custom ones that they had. They didn't do any of the main ones, obviously. But yeah, your main characters that you get through the story can die. So be very careful.
Use them sparingly.
So to recap, so no single approach is superior. Use a mix of actions, advantage, cover, and your operator strength to come out on top in the firefight. Sometimes you'll need to think outside the box and dispatch the enemy. One reliable combination is using Tao Ray's Force Push ability or Cobb's Uppercut ability to knock enemies out of cover and into a squad mate's Overwatch. Tactical possibilities are endless, and I can't wait to see what the community comes up with once Star Wars Zero Company launches.
Let's see how they break the game.
Right. So here are your operator's specializations. So most operators have one of 8 standard specializations that define their role. Every specialization includes the abilities, an ultimate, a standard, and a passive. These abilities are unique to each specialization, and so here is each of them. So we have Assault. So the Assault is a frontline fighter, excels at maneuvering battle and score medium to close range kills against targets hiding in cover. Operators trained in this way are lethal opponents. We have the Gunslinger. So the Gunslinger specializes in multi-target blaster attacks and fast strikes that allows them to spread offense across numerous targets. The Heavy, which is a frontline combatant, thickly armored and tough as nails. These operators specialize in survivability and at soaking up enemy attacks while out in the open. You have the Medic. the medic excels at healing and the prevention of injuries. Medics can also boost their teammates, both physically and psychologically.
Every squad's gonna have a medic.
Oh
in
God,
my
you need
playthrough.
Oh, absolutely. I will always have a medic. I do that even in XCOM. You always need a medic. Period. You have the Scoundrels. The Scoundrel is a wild card, adept at taking advantages of situations without much preparation and making the most of every opportunity in combat. You have the Scout, which is the Scout is a tactical operator trained in reconnaissance tactics. Their planning and timely benefit their entire team, creating opportunities where none existed. You have the Sharpshooters. The Sharpshooter is an expert marksman that excels at long-range engagements, focused on singling out and at defeating chosen enemies in battle. And the Soldier. The Soldier is a mainstay offensive unit capable of engaging enemies at close to medium range with melee, grenades, heavy blaster fire, and powerful rocket launcher.
Now, it sounds like to me the Soldier is an all-arounder.
Yeah, which I believe that's going to be Trick. I think Trick's going to be a Soldier.
Probably. So you got Assault, who's good at up close, getting in your face. Gunslinger, who's good at keeping your enemies off guard, heads down, and whatnot. Heavy, he's going to be the tank, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Medic, self-explanatory. Scoundrel, run up, kick you in the nuts, and run away.
That's one way to put it. That is one way to put that, yeah.
Scout saying, hey, enemy over there, kill it. And then the Sharpshooter who proceeds to kill the target the Scout points out.
Yeah. And the Soldier, which is an all-around unit. So, yeah. That's all the specializations. Next, we have the Den, which is our base of operations. So, tucked away in a hulking hangar on the ring of Confinery? Confinery? Yeah. I don't know. None of this is voiced yet, so we don't know. The Den is Zero Company's home base. From there, you can plot your next incursions, recruit and outfit operators, treat your injuries, and prepare for whatever the Infinite Coil may bring. While in the Den, the camera perspective shifts from isometric overview to the battlefield, of the battlefield to third-person perspective, so over-the-shoulder camera style.
Yeah.
So the Den is... Oh, gone.
I wonder if this is going to be like on some asteroid in the Outer Reach or Outer Rims or something.
We do see this in the trailer. I think it's kind of like a space station, essentially.
Yeah, well, an asteroid could be a space station.
Yeah, yeah. So the Den is also where you speak with Zero Company members between combat. Check in regularly to learn more about your operators and perspectives of unfolding events. And then going into the different points of the command center of the Den, we have the holo table. So whenever you're ready to jump into combat via tactical missions, begin an operation, or check Zero Company's influence, you'll do it from the holo table. The holo table shows all available operations and tactical missions for the current cycle.
Okay, can I just point out, holo tables always look like they're right about to blind people.
Yes.
Because if you look at the picture... it's just lighting everything up. It's like, how are they not blind?
Their eyes adjust. I don't know. They're used to it. I don't know.
It just looks so bright.
Yeah. So operations are brief assignments that do not require tactical combat, but aid your team in information gathering and acquiring loot, or simply replenishing the Den's modest treasury of credits, a currency spent at most facilities in the command center. Some operations require choices that could impact a bond with other squad mates, or even how the enemy evolves. Operations cost intel to complete and provide immediate rewards such as credits, weapon mods, utilities, and more. Intel is gained by completing tactical missions.
So this reminds me of SWTOR, where you get your crafting and gathering.
Mm-hmm.
You send other companions out to gather crafting material or whatnot, and they come back. This very much reminds me of that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then tactical missions, as described earlier, the ground combat encounters, where you will encounter your commander squad through intense turn-based combat, engaging enemy forces and completing objectives on distant planets, such as Bespin, Dantooine, Lothal, Ryloth, and many more. Tie up any loose ends you may have in the Den before launching a mission, as you will advance to the next cycle after completion. Tactical missions can be awarded you with credits, weapon mods, utilities, focus points to upgrade your operators, and zone influence, and more.
get to go to Lothal before the Empire gets there. That'll be interesting to see.
Right? I'm so excited for this. Like this, you will be able to see a whole bunch of other things that we haven't seen in the Clone Wars, which is exciting.
And now I'm looking at the picture here, and some missions do have timers on them.
Yeah,
There's
just
two
like XCOM.
missions. Yeah, there's two missions where both only have one turn left.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if this is a choice in game of, well, you can go and do this mission, or you can go and do this mission and it affects the story somehow.
Right. And then certain tactical missions are critical to advance the story. Operations and tactical missions have a limited time frame to complete before they disappear forever, so choose wisely. Completing operations tactical missions will reward zone influence within the respective region of the planet. Collect enough influence to unlock zone rewards, such as upgrades, powerful utilities, and contacts, the latter which can be spent to gain a large amounts of influence.
So I wonder what zone influence will look like and actually do.
Yeah, good question.
Because if it's influence for the public or influence for your mercenary group.
For Zero Company specifically, not for the Republic.
Sorry,
because you're still like you're essentially like contract to the Republic, but you're not with the Republic.
Yeah,
You're your own team still.
and technically, you're not going up against the Separatists. You're going up against, I guess, their own version of a mercenary group, the Infinite Coil.
Essentially, yeah. So getting into recruitment. So as you journey to stop the Infinite Coil grow, so will you need to reinforce your company's roster with courageous recruits. New custom operators can be hired from the recruitment facility for credits. Each cycle, a selection of new custom operators will be available if you choose from. Custom operators will have their own name, talent, primary specialization, weapon type, and backstory they come with, all which they can be further adjusted in the den after recruitment. Many of these aspects can be altered for authored operators as well. If you don't like the current pool of operators, you can refresh your choices at will, allowing you to recruit whomever suits your needs as your company's best. Alternatively, you can create your own pool of custom operators for recruitment at this facility. The den yeah, right. Yes, like yes. Please make my own. The den initially has limited space for new recruits, indicated in your roster capacity. So keep an eye out on the opportunities to increase your allotment. So you'll be able to upgrade your recruitment allotment in the den eventually.
I wonder if they're gonna do another XCOM pull from another XCOM and upgrade your base to allow more labs or more bunkers or something like that.
I can see that. Now getting into personnel, so this facility provides an overview of the operator's combat stats, soldier bonds, and focus tree. The focus tree allows you to spend focus points, primarily earned from increasing bonds, to upgrade the talents, abilities, and passives of your operator. You can also change your operator specializations to another one that suits your preferred playstyle from the menu at any time. The final tab of the personnel facility is where you manage bonds, how much your operator likes or dislikes the rest of your team. Each pair of the operators begin with initial relationships, usually neutral or negative. Completing operations, tactical missions, and calling for backup are some ways to boost bonds, and when a bond increases in level, both operators can cross-train to gain a permanent combat stat bonus. That's pretty good. Once a pair reaches the maximum bond level, they can unlock a special cross-training that grants masterful benefits through a passive ability. At certain points in the story, Hawks will be faced with a dilemma and important decision to make. Every operator in Zero Company will weigh in their opinion on how to resolve the issue. How you will handle the dilemma will change your bond with an operator. Building strong bonds between operators is key success in Star Wars Zero Company. Great, there's a major choice that's going to happen. Crap. Lovely.
Wow, they're really pulling BioWare into this, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got Dragon Age, you got Mass Effect.
Well, you had this in, if you played Midnight Suns, they have the same style of thing that happened in Midnight Suns as well.
Never played Midnight Suns.
That's another game by Bit Reactor. That's what they did before this one, actually. Next is the Armory. So the Armory is a one-stop shop for outfitting Zero Company with deadly gear to overcome any threat in the field. Weapon modifications can be slotted into a weapon to alter its stats and apply distinct effects. Each weapon has a set number of modification slots, which can be increased throughout the campaign. Each operative comes with a default weapon, but you can change it in the Armory. There are 4 types of weapons: long arm, repeater, rifle, and pistol, each offering an advantage suited for a different playstyle. And of course, you can customize your weapon's cosmetic appearance with a variety of blaster models and colors found in the galaxy.
Wait a second. What about melee vibroblades? Come on, man.
Hey. This is just for
We need our
blasters.
melee
Okay?
fix. We need our
Oh, I
melee
know.
fix.
Hang on. Utilities are equipable items that grant your operator new abilities in combat, such as impact bombs and concussion grenades. Depending on operator's specialization, they can carry more than one utility. Outside of operations and tactical missions, weapon modifications and utilities can be purchased from the black market in the Armory using credits. Mix and mash weapon modifications and utilities cross your operators to concoct a potent combination.
I also remember seeing in the trailer they were doing this where, depending on the modification, you could be like a sniper rifle or a shotgun.
Yeah, that's great.
Depending on the barrel you use.
Mm-hmm. Now moving into upgrades, so the Den has everything you need to begin with your campaign, but you'll need to upgrade your facilities and troops to stand a chance to stopping Fathom. Again, what you were saying earlier, upgrading your facilities. Yes, we'll be doing that. The upgrade facility allows you to bolster Zero Company's effectiveness. Here, you can fund improvements to the Den's existing infrastructures, just as adding a droid bay to allow you to recruit astromech custom operators, or purchase roster-wide weapon upgrades to enhance your combat stats of all your operators. Constructing an upgrade takes at least one cycle and requires an available build slot. Over time, you'll unlock additional build slots, allowing you to construct multiple upgrades at once. Again, it's exactly like how XCOM 2 was exactly the same way. Now we have the med bay. So the med bay allows operators to recover from injuries sustained during operations and tactical missions. Standard bays require one cycle to heal, while the back tank provides instant recovery. Healed in an injured operator costs credits, so choose when to treat your team wisely.
I'm sorry. So, well, I don't need you in the next couple missions, so we're just gonna let you be hurt for a while. It's expensive.
Oh
to
no,
heal
I'm
ya.
sorry. Yeah.
Jeez.
Next is customization. So swing by the customization facility anytime to update your operator's appearance and outfits with a variety of cosmetic options. Hawks and custom operators can also change their species, so Hawks can be completely different.
Okay.
Choosing from options such as Devorarian, Human, Marilyn, Togruta, Twi'lek, and Zabrak for Hawks, and Devorarian, Human, Marilyn, Nemodian, Ovisian, Rodian, Togruta, Twi'lek, Weequay, and Zabrak for custom operators.
Okay, I gotta look some of these up. Wait, Nemoidian? As in the Trade Federation Nemoidians? Yeah, the Trade Federation Nemoidians.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what a Devorarian is. Right on the top of my head.
I think it's like the
it's the devil-looking dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the devil-looking dudes. And the Ovisian?
That was in the sequel trilogy, the horns coming down out of their side of the heads and chin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we see this in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
That's when they were first appeared. And the rest I already know. Weequay is literally Hondo's species, so.
Oh.
What?
Make a Hondo character. Make him a scoundrel.
Or Gunslinger, one of the two.
That's Scoundrel.
Okay, that's fair. And then we have the memorial. So the memorial honors operators who have made their ultimate sacrifice. Visit this facility, reflect on their legacy, and review the stats and accomplishments that define their service to Zero Company.
So I wonder how many people are going to try to go for a no-death run.
Oh, a lot of people. A lot of people. But yeah, that's all we have on Zero Company. But again, that was a lot. This became almost a 40-minute episode. No, I'm sorry we didn't do a mid break, but before we leave, I do want to shout out to Warmeister for our last episode. Love the episode, guys, from one of our Path episodes. Can't wait for you guys to dive into the Nihil and the RDC, the Republic Defense Coalition, and other cool ships, vehicles, and lightsabers during this era.
Yeah, the High Republic definitely brought in a variety of lightsabers and ships.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only time, though, that you ever see long beams. Now, I know further down the timeline, this, like the prequel, original, and sequel trilogies were made before this was ever done, but long beams seem kind of fun.
We had long beams in Old Republic.
No.
I thought we did.
No.
You sure?
No, this was a High Republic only.
Really?
Yeah. A brand new design at the time of the Great Hyperspace Disaster during the Republic era. There's no way they could have this during the Old Republic.
Oh. What was I thinking these were in?
Now, I'm not saying similar designs were used like during the Old Republic.
Okay, that's what I meant have been.
Because the Republic loves to Star Wars loves to use the same design over and over again.
Oh, yeah. Well, it
just
makes things easy
different
for them.
variations.
It just makes things easy. Okay.
Especially the Star Destroyer. Just make it a triangle. Just a triangle. I don't care.
It's
just a triangle.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, that's oh, what?
One bit of news. Happy birthday to Mel Brooks, creator of Spaceballs.
Oh yeah.
And who made Spaceballs 2.
Yes, they're making the second one finally. Oh god. And
the only parody made with George Lucas's blessing.
Yep, as long as they couldn't sell merch. So they made a parody in the film to sell merch in the film.
Yeah.
But not in real life, which is hilarious and great. Yeah, because George Lucas made way more money in merch sales than he ever did from the film. It's crazy how much that is. But you can also find us on a few different Discord servers: Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as our my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcast in Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are the Dragon Ball Lorecast, the Final Fantasy Lorecast, Gundam Lorecast, Wizard Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. Yeah. So, but yeah, we didn't really do a mid-break this episode. Well, it gives everybody a little chance to just go through if you want to hear more about Zero Company.
This whole episode was a mid-break.
It was. It essentially was. You're welcome. It was all news for Zero Company only. I don't care if it's all Zero Company. You think I'm shilling to Disney. I'm not. I'm just super excited for this game because this is, let's be honest, like me and Dojo for sure have been wanting a tactic Star Wars game for a long while, and they're finally making it a reality.
Yay.
Like, when XCOM 2 came out, everybody modded the living hell out of it for Star Wars mods. It was like, we need a Star Wars tactics game like this. This would be great.
Well, for
and
the
it's
longest time, Disney did not want to outsource license.
No, it's not that. EA had the freaking rights to everything until like 2021.
Yeah.
That's why. That was the problem.
And that hurt them. That hurt them bad.
That was the problem. They made, hey, EA, you'll have an exclusive rights to make Star Wars games until a certain date. They made 4 in like a decade. They almost had a decade for the license, and they made 4 games. Battlefront 1, Battlefront 2, Squadrons, and what was the last? Fallen Order. Because Jedi Survivor came out after the license expired for EA. where they could still do Star Wars games. It was just not exclusive anymore.
Yeah. My guess is they started that before the license was up, but either way.
Oh yeah, and well, it's probably towards the end of it. End of the expiration, but still, regardless, now that everyone can do Star Wars games, it's great.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you have any final says on Zero Company?
Just please make a good percentile hit.
When it says 95% chance to hit, let it hit.
I mean, come on.
Don't be the 5%.
Like, you have 3 shots, it's 95% for all 3 of them. Miss, I wolf.
Yeah. Oh, things will be said. But everybody, thank you again.
I live an hour away from Disney World. I am not afraid of you.
All right. Well, their main headquarters in California. So, but anyway,
they got a sub headquarters here in Florida. I don't care.
Anyway, we're not going to threaten who we're having a podcast for. Anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you again for listening to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends, and may the Force be with you.
Thank you for listening to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Star Wars lore. And don't forget, for the Republic!